In this class, we're going to talk about how to create a strong post-event strategy that continues to bring ROI to your business after a virtual type event. You're spending all of this time and money and resources in putting on a virtual conference, an event that's typically more than a couple of hours, and you've created all of this amazing content. Now it's time to reuse that content, repackage that content, and really make sure that you're creating digestible content assets from that virtual conference. Think of it like this. The virtual conference is a cornerstone content asset. Think of it as the sun. The sun is the center of our solar system. What orbits the solar system? Planets. Think of each of these planets as different pieces of content. So for example, we did a virtual event about a new funnel for a new decade. And after that virtual event, we took all of that content and broke it down into blog articles, a planet, social clips, another planet, a whole digital book based off of the content from the event. And then what we've done is we've taken some of those content assets, like the digital book, and used them in another content asset, say a collection of books about digital optimization and digital marketing for a new decade. So how do you get started using the content from a virtual event? Number one, most of these virtual events are going to be video based with audio. So transcribe the sessions, use the transcriptions and break them up into different content assets. Like I mentioned before, you can turn those into a book, you can turn them into blog articles, you can turn them into LinkedIn posts. There are so many things you can do with the transcriptions. The audio files, you can turn them into audio clips, embed those into your blog articles, put them out onto social, in Instagram stories, on LinkedIn. So many different ways you can use the audio from a virtual event, and then the video, you can turn those into a standalone class about a set of topics that were talked about at the virtual event and just break it down so it's a little bit more digestible for someone to consume all of that content. So instead of having someone have to watch an hour or two of content about a certain topic, you break that down, get the most meaty pieces of that content from those 1 or 2 hours and put that into a 20-30 minute class broken out kind of like what you're experiencing right now with different lessons. So the possibilities are really endless. Come together as a team, do a brainstorm, and again, always start with the audience. Who are you creating this content for? What are their questions? What are their pain points? What problems are you helping them understand a bit more and helping them solve? And start to think about then, how does your content educate them, entertain them, all right? Definitely do that, and also inspire them in some ways. If you can nail those three things as you reuse your virtual event content, you're gonna get a tremendous amount of more ROI from it, both in the brand equity you'll get from it, but also from pipeline creation. Once you've broken up some of the content into different assets, it's now time to promote it. So you really wanna make sure you partner with demand gen before even creating some of these content assets from the virtual event to make sure they understand what you're creating, the audiences they're trying to reach, so that your content strategy and content marketing team and demand gen are working together to get the most eyeballs in front of this new content that's being recreated from your virtual event. Potentially even getting speakers that were at the event in the promotion mix of the content post-event. Last suggestion I have is to make sure the virtual event content is accessible very quickly after the virtual event. Same day would be ideal. Latest would probably be the day after. So make sure you're giving people who maybe didn't attend all the sessions or could not attend the day for some reason access to that content as quickly as possible. And make sure you always are thinking about what's the next best action they should be taking as they consume that content. What is the call to action? Having a strong post-event content strategy is critical for both the attendees and the people who want to check out the content post the event, but also for your business and helping you drive more pipeline and more brand awareness and brand equity.